Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to do a gel polish design. This is a Ukiyo cat's eye effect gel polish. I'm not going to cat's eye effect it. Cat's eye effect it. I'm not convinced that was proper English, but but we're going to go with that. I just like the colour as it is, and it's this beautiful kind of goldeny orange. What I did forget to do was actually shake the bowl before I put it on. So this next nail, you see, it's all a little bit wrong as I'm putting it on. It's a little bit patchy and whatnot. And yeah, at this point, I'm going to cotton on to the fact that I didn't shake the bottle beforehand. So a very important tip when you're using gel polishes, especially if you haven't used them for a little while, just make sure you give them a bit of a shake beforehand. Was it the, I've got the Origina advert, shake it to wake it. Which is quite appropriate because it's an orange set of nails. Hey! Ba-bum. There you go, giving it a shake, and look at that. The coverage is much better now. So I'm going to put a couple of coats on this. And then we're going to move on to the next part. So it's a nice, simple design. But yeah, I felt like using orange. And I don't really have a lot of orange acrylic colours, so that's why I went for the gel. And this is a particularly nice kind of orange. So I'll cure that in the lamp for 30 seconds, and then we're going to move on. And I've got some of these 3D water decals. Now, they are a little bit hit and miss, these. I bought a load from AliExpress, and some have been absolutely fine. Others, not so much. So you're going to watch me put one on, and then later on in the video, I decide I'm going to file it off because I don't like it at all. So yeah, look, they look pretty awesome, don't they? They required no water to take them off, though. They weren't sealed properly to the backing paper. Yeah, so I kind of knew I was in for a bit of fun. So what I do is I put some base coat on. I kind of half cure it because I don't want it fully cured with the tacky layer. I want a little bit more than just the tacky layer on it to try and get this to stick down, which it did stick down, but I just didn't like the one I chose. I don't know, it just didn't, it just wasn't doing it for me. I just didn't like it. But it's great because all you do is you just file it off and start again. It's as simple as that. Going to go pop that in the lamp. So that's just having it was a 15-second cure. Oh, so sorry. Just yawning then. It's not even early in the morning or anything like that. Okay, so we're going to pop that on. And then I'm just going to try and get it to, I'm just going to throw the tip around because, you know, I like to do that. And we're just going to get that into position. And I did actually hold it into place whilst I cured it. Because the side bits just kept pinging up and it's like, so yeah, you can do it. It's not going to stick to you. You should be fine. Okay, so that is that. I'm going to take off some of the side bits. You want to leave about 1 mil at the side anyway because you want your top coat to be able to stick properly. With any of the 3D decals, I actually do come in with a layer of base coat over the top again before I top coat them because they're not sticky, and I found that the top coat just peeled off. So now if I do a layer of base coat over the top and then put the top coat over the top of that, obviously curing in between, then it just gets it all to stick, which is much better because there's nothing more annoying than doing all of that and then your decals peel off. This is all in real time. I'm just, having a bit of a chill and a bit of a play. I'm using a, oh, excuse me. I'm using an old file. So it's not too harsh. It's not too rough on it. I'm still not happy with it. Yeah, you could just tell I'm kind of looking at him. All right, I'll carry on. It might all come together in a minute. It might be all fine. I'm not going to lie. This was not like a favourite design of mine by the end. Not helped by one of my friends that when I posted a picture of it on our group, he was like, oh, they look like fish eggs. I was like, awesome, thank you. Not really the look I was going for, but you know, okay. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. I've got these, they're not pixie crystals and they're not caviar beads. They're kind of like the size of a caviar bead, but they're crystal coloured. I got them from Naio Nails ages ago. Naio seem to have, they changed their products quite a lot actually. But yeah, they're just, I don't know, when they were in the tub, I thought, oh, they look lovely. They'll sparkle under nail and they'll be all nice. My brush is absolute. My top coat brush, it's just kind of curled round on itself. Now, I've done nothing to it. It was a possessed brush anyway, but it's literally just sat in my pot in the place that it's always sat. Nothing has changed whatsoever. And then I just picked it up today and it's just wrong. Very, very wrong. So here you go. Yeah. So look, they look quite cool. I was like, yay, let's play with these. I haven't used pixie crystals for ages. Yeah, let's put them on. I wish I'd put some of the other crystals that I'm going to put on in later in amongst that as well. But the crystals were kind of like an afterthought because I was like, I still want something. I don't know what it is, but I want something. So I've just put that onto the wet top coat. And I'm just going to clean up the sides a little bit. Just, get rid of any ones that are just sticking onto the sides. And then we're going to cure that in the lamp. And I will give that a 60-second cure because it's got to go through the crystals as well. Okay, so I've done those. I'm just going to throw it all around again. I need a better tip stand. I liked the crystal ones that I had. But obviously they don't come as like a set of 5. You have to buy each individual one. And when you're kind of lining them up for you guys in the shot, I quite like the one I've got because it lines them up all nicely and I think it works quite well. But it is very annoying because I just keep throwing them over. Not that I wouldn't throw the other ones over either, but at least I'd only throw one at a time rather than the whole thing. I'm not quite sure what's worse actually. Anywho, so yeah, like I say, I looked at this and went, I don't like it whatsoever. I did like how, as I was filing it off, it kind of like they made this ghost effect almost. It was like a skeleton leaf or something like that. I don't know how to describe it, but it looked quite cool. But by the time I'd realised that actually looked quite cool, I'd already damaged it too much. I was like going, See, I'm kind of umming and ahhing on it now and just going, oh, I wonder if I could leave it like that. Do you see what I mean? That's actually quite a nice effect. But then I was like, no, because I don't actually like that particular one anyway. So we're going to swap it up to a different one. So obviously because the beads are on there, they're in top coat. You don't top coat over them. You just leave them as they are. But it is important to have the colour underneath because obviously if you lose any, you don't want it to be that noticeable that you've lost some. Okay, now you see my pain of trying to filing tips and how I managed to file myself an awful lot. And it's why, you know, when I'm doing work on the practice hand, I'm just not going to leave the filing in, because as you can see, this is exactly what I have to do with the ones out the practice hand as well. And it's just not fun. I tell you what, these things took so long to get off as well. I was like, geez, at least we know they're well stuck, but not helpful when I didn't want it. So I think what I did with the next one is I didn't even cure the base coat at all. I just put wet base coat down. Then I put the decal in it, and I kind of held the decal in place whilst I cured it. Like I said, they just weren't great decals. I mean, they looked really fun. Not really fun, I wouldn't go that far, but you know, they just looked, they were just different and interesting, and I liked them. But yeah, they were not so fun to work with. Okay, so let's do this again. Now, I'm not using my clear jelly stamper to put these on, because I'm just putting one decal on. If I was doing this as a whole nail, I like to use my clear jelly stamper to pick them up. Oh no, I did cure it. I did still give it a little cure. Yeah, I use my clear jelly stamper because I just find that makes it an awful lot easier to position my decals. So we're going to cut out the other one, and you see what I mean. It's not even attached to the backing whatsoever. I didn't need to put that in water at all. I'm just going to cut the little bits out. Here we go. And then we're going to get that out. So it was only on for a 10-second cure. So it's still quite wet. And now I'm going to mess around with this quite some time, getting it into place. But you see what I mean? It's a much nicer one. It filled the nail better. And again, I'm going to hold that one in position for the rest of the cure, just to help hold that down. In a moment, when I've stopped faffing with it. Fanning it? I'm not fanning it. It's not hot. It doesn't need to be cooled down. Faffing. That's what I'm doing. See what I mean? I'm just faffing with it. It's like, come on, Shona, get on with it. Go, cure it. Cure. I'm annoying myself now. I'm like, come on. Yes, right, finally. Thank you. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. And I just decided I just wanted a little gem. I just wanted something else on these. And all I'm doing, I'm just putting one in the centre. I got these gems, I believe, from Scatter Crystals. And yeah, I'm just going to put one on each. So I'm putting a bit of chi gel down. I will then top coat over the top, and then I'll just put the gem in and then cure them for 30 seconds. And then that's it. That's this design done. Yeah, as ever, thank you so much for watching. Sorry, I got distracted by that brush. It was like, oh, the dreaded brush, I don't like it. It's really annoying because there's so much top coat left in that bottle. So I now need to buy another bottle just to get a new brush to go with that. And I'm now wondering whether or not I've got another brush somewhere, but it just won't fit that bottle. Oh, Anywho, none of that matters. Enjoy. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.